Hello everybody, this is Saber Wolf with yet another build for you. I'm going to be continuing my series on various running builds for different professions. This profession we'll be going over is the Ranger running build, or at least my variation of it. This actually is a Ranger Ritualist build. I was able to actually run with this build through several different areas. It's heavy in hexing, because you do get a lot of energy, HP, and regen from this kind of a build that I have before you. Basically, for running skills for a ranger, you have escape, Zul'jin's haste, and dodge. Zul'jin's haste and dodge is virtually the same skill, one for prophecies, one's for factions. Both of them will give you 11 seconds of running for 33% faster with a 72% chance to block. Meanwhile, we have escape, which is another stance, which is similar to these two. Which makes you run 33% faster, and you have a 75% chance to block. So basically, when you're running through an area, not only that you're actually running faster than my warrior build I posted before this, is that you're also, when you're getting fired at by missile weapons like arrows and wands and spears, they will actually try to miss you about 3/4 of the time. So you'll actually be able to survive a lot better. For healing skills as you're running through an area, because you got to have heal skills to run, you need Soothing Memories. This heals you by 82, and you actually gain 3 energy if you're holding an item, which we do have item spells that we'll go over in a little bit. We also have Welder's Boon, which heals you for 51, but also heals you for additional 63 if you have a weapon spell, which we do have a weapon spell to use on this build. The weapon spell in this build is actually Resilient Weapon. Basically, when you are affected by a hex or a condition, you actually will gain extra 5 health regeneration and an extra 24 armor. So not only that, if you're affected by a hex or condition, you're going to be gaining your health back, pretty much canceling out the degen. You actually will have more armor, so you actually be tougher while you're running through the area. And the other similar skill to this is Resilient with Zico. This lasts for 17 seconds, and you gain 3 health regen for each hex or condition on you. So while Resilient Weapon only just one, it doesn't compound itself. Zico does compound itself, so if you are affected by like one condition and you have Resilient Weapon and Zico up, you actually gain plus 8 health regeneration plus an extra 24 armor from the Resilient Weapon. So you can run through an area fairly quickly. Also with Zico, if you drop the item, you actually lose 3 conditions. That's kind of helpful too. Another item spell I do also carry is Generous was Sungrai. This lasts for an extremely long time at 51 seconds and actually raises your HP up a little bit to 122. Basically what I like to do with this skill is that while I'm running through an area, when you drop it, you gain 244 HP. So it's like a self-heal on the run, so you just drop it and keep running. This is really good if I know I'm not going to run through an area filled with slowdown hexes and lots of conditions that I have to worry about. So I like to run with this instead. Now, for attributes for this build, we have 14 expertise. Again, that is a +1 expertise on the mask. And again, since it's the primary attribute, the +1 I have on my gloves because I run it with other builds. So I move the rune to my gloves instead of my headpiece. And you run 12 points in restoration magic because you have all of these healing spells. Now, I know I said in my warrior build that you need a +5 energy martial weapon on yourself, which generally you do want. In this situation, I don't. I should. However, since I do have running multiple item spells, which while you're holding the item spell, you don't get the benefits of what is in your hands, like your sword, axe, or shield. So you actually lose that benefit. So it doesn't really matter in the end because I'm going to lose that 5 energy anyways. And also, if you're running, and even though you're not a warrior or a paragon, it is good to have a shield in your offhand. Reason being is that even though you're not going to get the full 16 armor for whatever that the item is for, you are still going to get 8 armor plus the other benefits of -5 to physical damage received on a 20% chance, and the plus 30 health. So even though you're not going to get the full wreck of the shield, you are going to get at least half of it, 8 armor, even though you don't meet the wreck. Alright, we are again in North Credit Providence, and we're going to start running up the hill this way. Basically, for this build, you're going to basically go escape, Zildjian's Haste, back to escape, dodge, escape, Zildjian's Haste, etc., etc. You don't want to go escape, Zildjian's Haste, and then dodge, because you are going to run into a cooldown where you're not going to have a run skill for a couple seconds. So make sure you just go 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, and so on and so on. And away we go. Actually, I'm going to cast Sunrise so I can show you what I mean by dropping and running at the same time. There's the 1. Now I'm going to go to 2. As you see, I'm running a lot faster than the Warrior does, because the Warrior does 25% faster, while this does 33% faster. Going back to escape again. And you see I took a little bit of damage here, so I'm just going to drop my item, and I just healed myself all the way back up again. And I didn't really even have to stop and heal, and it can't even interrupt it either as I'm running, because I'm just dropping an item. So you can't even interrupt that in order to get myself healed up. Oh, I hope you enjoy this build and try it out sometime. Again, this is my Ranger variation of a running build, and I will talk to you later. Thank you, and have a good day.